Who is it? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man. I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll come
Brandon.
after your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you'd like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot of...
But here's what you did. Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top for you.
Hey, all right. Welcome to GUFON tonight. It is Tuesday, August 13th, 2024. The reason the screen didn't pop up tonight right away, I can't find my drone. I don't know where it is. I don't think I took it. Oh, I did. I put it in the trunk today. All right. Hey, welcome to the show. It is Tuesday, August 13th, 2024. How the hell are you? That's right. It's another show. I do want to apologize for last night being so late. I set the alarms again. I guess I turned them off Saturday. And I forgot to turn them back on, but we'll be good now. And believe it or not, it worked because I was passing out. I've been up since the crack of dawn. I did some work today. Actually did a couple of audits and did some UFO hunting. And not only that, do you remember there was the Perseid meteor shower, however you say the stupid thing, and they were claiming, you're going out there, you're going to see this doesn't work. You're going to see I don't know, 100 up to 100, I almost said UFOs, meteors an hour. And you got to go after midnight till sunrise, you'll be able to see a ton. So clear skies here. Last night and the night before. Now, tonight I have another chance. But guess what? Guess how many I saw? 0! Again! Now, I've lived in Arizona for 43 years, and many of those nights where the Perseid meteor shower, I'm going to say that stupid thing, they said the same thing. Oh, it's a very good one this year. We're going right through the tail. And then go out. Now in Arizona, you could see in all directions. You don't have to worry about trees. Didn't see any. Do you know? Probably 5 times. That's all. That I've gone out. Now, the first time I went out when I was young. It was the neighborhood, which is kind of what we're going to talk about tonight. And we did see a lot. I don't remember 100, but when I was a kid, I remember going out and seeing a few, like big ones. And then every other time since, 4 more times, I don't see any. And I go out. Another time, with girlfriends or my wife, we'd go out in the middle of the night in the backyard or whatever. I'm like, babe, you see any? She's like, no. Where do we look? I go, at this point, I don't know. All I know is we're supposed to look in the sky. So I don't know if you guys got a little lucky. Maybe I'm in another dimension. I'm in my own matrix. My reality doesn't have shooting shit like that. Maybe I got to be next to somebody else who isn't, dating me. I just got to be next to a total stranger. I don't know. But anyway, tonight we're going to talk about the Blackout. I think the year was 74. What do you mean you think the year? Didn't you research it? I did. And there were several blackouts in every year in the 70s. So it's not like, but this one was the big one. This one was one that lasted all night. People started looting and it was starting to get a little bit crazy in New York, all over Canada. All the eastern seaboard was out. It was one of the biggest power outages with UFOs seen in 11 different cities. That to me sounds like Independence Day stuff. That's a real true story. I lived in it. I was there. I saw the red dot. Now I've told the story before, twice before. I'm not going to tell it all again, but let's do a little roll call, shall we? What do my eyes deceive me? It is Bernie Muro. What's up, B? Welcome to the show. Marcel Gufoni and my tall head. Welcome to the show. Hey, what's up? Moody Mongo, everybody. Moody Mongo. Poo Player 361. Welcome to the show. Moody. Brooke is, huh? Hey. Welcome to the show. Is that a new icon for you, Gyro? Oh, good to see you, my friend. There he is, Glenn Collins. Things are going good. As good as it's going to get for now. Let's just say that. Pretty good. It's not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I'm good enough to move around. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Marcel Goof. Oh, I already did that. Yeah. Well, how you doing? David Wilcox, not Will Cockenfeld. David Wilcox, not Wilcock, Newfoundland. Ah. Welcome. Wow, Glenn, how are you getting all those out there that quick? Josie, how you doing, UK? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Time surfing alien. Welcome to the show again. Ben, the Yorkshire Griffonian. Welcome to the show. Hey, look at this. It didn't click. What's going on? That was weird. I was clicking and I thought it was clicking on the other names. It didn't do it. That was weird. The angel of GUFON is here tonight. She's saying hello with a mighty smile and a halo that's bright. Welcome to the room. Hey, stars and night vision. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Welcome to the room. And the LK and Derek Faulkner's here, everybody. Welcome to the show, Faulkner. All right. Oh, Lisa M? Hey, wow, that is so... you got the mental message. I can't believe you're here. Welcome to the show. It's been a minute. Good. Hey, Alfie, Joe Bob, too. Welcome to the show. It has been a minute, Lise. What's up, Thor? Thor Panku, everybody. TP's here. All right. Well, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do, but welcome, welcome. Lisa, oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say Kelly Lewis. The EW is right there. Hey, where'd you go? Where are you? Oh, you're with Sky Allen, sitting next to Sky Allen. That's good. That's good. You guys are good. I don't know. I got to make myself imagine that there's a studio audience in front of me. Oh, hey, that jumped on me. Wow. Tacey Hale. How you doing, Tace? Don't you get mad when people call you Tracy? God, that makes me mad too. Every time I see your name, I say to myself, don't say Tracy. But I've been saying your name for a couple of years, so it's real easy now. But I still think it sometimes. Like if you're not here for a day or two, and then I'm like, oh, it's Tacey, not Tracy, right? It's a tricky name you got. That's like if I took the H out of my name, I'd be Rick. Well, that's a bad analogy. Anyway, welcome to the show, Tacey. Hey, Kasamachi Crunchy Hassy. Me so happy. Jar Jar Binks, everybody. Gotcha, Markanika Saka. Isn't that... Didn't I say it right that time? Mr. Kanchaniki Saka. Oh, my voice. Terrible. All right. We do have a little bit of show to do tonight. This is a weird one. There are so many weird things happening right now. Did you see the new mask? There's a new mask trend, apparently, that's growing in Europe. And it looks like you're putting a pillow on your face. Have you seen this? And I don't understand it. I do not. And the thing says, please don't ask why, how, or what for. Could be anything. It's just weird. Like, I don't get it. What is this? What are we doing? I don't get it. How do you see? Oh my God. Okay, you must be able to see through it. Right? I don't know about you, but I think I like it. That looks kind of robot-y, doesn't it? Shazbot. I mean, you have to be able to see through that. And how stupid are they? All the air that gets in on the sides and underneath? What a dumb thing. What are they doing? This has to be some sort of new protest mask. I mean, who's this saving anything from? Right? A fly farts, you're going to smell it. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. that shit better not hit America, because you know what I see when I see that? A target. A target. Wow. Unreal. I don't know what that means. Hey, there was a new members video put out today. Yeah, well, it was an episode that I created for Third Phase UFO Report, but it never made it there. There were 3 episodes that I did, and I didn't really like them. So I don't know why. I watched them, and I thought they weren't bad, but I just didn't like them for whatever reason, and I still had them, so I'm sharing them with you guys. That's all. Yeah, Third Phase of Moon. I think they're members, right? They'll see it. That's okay. We're all family. I got to give those guys a call. You know how long it's been since I talked to them? I can't even tell you. It's been months. They're busy doing their own thing. I think Blake and Apala will be getting married. And I'm not sure yet, but I'm not sure if they're engaged yet, but I'm pretty sure they're living together for 6 months already. And Brent, see, they went to Spain several months ago, and Brent met this girl who is just gorgeous, very cool. He likes her there. She went and visited them in Hawaii, stayed for a couple, 3 weeks. And then he went to Spain. I don't know if he's still there or whatever, but he was there for a while. I think they're a couple for good now. So the brothers are with a couple of sisters, if you know what I mean. They're living the life, and they're working very hard, making the documentaries and doing the same old stuff. But, you know, I've been sick, and they've been, doing what they do. And they're 5 hours behind. So when it's 11 o'clock here, it's 6 over there in Hawaii. So to talk to them, I would have to stay up till, I could call them earlier, but it wouldn't be the same conversation. Usually they like talking after 7 p.m. at night, their time. So it'd be midnight my time, and usually probably 1 or 2 in the morning, maybe 3, I'd go to bed. So I've been sleeping earlier, trying to, and just haven't been able to connect for whatever reason. And, well, no more excuses. I think, I should give them a call and see what's going on with the brothers, man. A lot of stuff happened in the last year. And anyway, good for them, right? Those guys work hard. They play at the... I know they are just doing life like you should. Yeah. I'm very envious. Yeah. Yeah, very envious. They have fun. They're doing what imagine just doing what you want. No stress. Right? The only stress is you got to get the movie done. And usually there's no timeline with them because they get stuff done quicker than anybody you'll ever meet. So anyway, let's get back to work. I just wanted to give you guys an update because people keep asking me, how come I don't see you talking to Third Phase? You don't even play the videos that much anymore. Not that I'm complaining, they say, but usually they would come on or you would talk about them. So that's what's up. Yeah, they were in Rich Saves America last week. They came and said hi, so that was cool. All right. Well, we'll get back to work here, and no, I don't like doing any fear-mongering, and usually I wouldn't play this, but the first person, and they're making this to be a very scary situation, and I thought I need to share this tonight, at least until something changes. The first person ever diagnosed with COVID, monkey, AIDS, pox. Diagnosed with COVID, monkey, AIDS, pox. You ready for the next lockdown? Can you imagine if they did that to Trump again? He won't lock down. He'll never do it. Unless he had to. I mean, if it was something really bad like COVID monkey AIDS pox.
An Italian man is believed to be the first patient.
Oh, God, you guys found out about me. That's why I've been sick. See? Oh, no.
Diagnosed with monkeypox, COVID-19, and HIV all at the same time.
Bummer.
Previously, it was not believed that monkeypox and COVID infections could happen simultaneously, but the man tested positive for COVID last month after returning from a trip to Spain. Well, he then went to a hospital seeking treatment for a rash, which turned out to be monkeypox.
Oh, my God, it's Brent. I just talked about Spain. That's not nice at all. Oh, that poor guy anyway. Okay, go.
He was treated for both of those viruses and sent home to isolate. He was also placed on a combination antiretroviral therapy that he will need to take for life because of the HIV.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe.
I got nothing to say. All I know is they reported it, and I thought we should break it here because we live in a crazy society right now, and I think that was something I needed to share. Something inside me told me you needed to know about the COVID monkey AIDS pox. COVID monkey AIDS pox. I like the way it sounds. I hate what it is, but the COVID monkey AIDS pox. Stupid, I know. Why am I having a hard time hearing me? Oh, right. So, I want to do a new thing. I don't know. I always say that and I never do it. Yesterday, the Sneezing Monkey show has a couple of videos he's debunking. Well, 3.5 hours worth. And yesterday we tested the video to see what he would say about some of the videos he was debunking. Now, I thought that was interesting because not only did I not agree with him, but I did agree with him. And to learn from what other people are doing and what mistakes we might be making or they may be making, at least we can see what other people may be thinking other than us. So, plus we get to look at these cool sightings and figure out if they're real and see how this guy debunks it. I don't know. I like it. I like doing this. I wish other channels would do debunkings. Here's another one. All right. We'll just do one a day. We'll just do one a day for 3.5 hours worth.
Or possibly a slightly more earthly explanation. Let's get into it. The first video is called UFO Spotted in Sweden, and it's a fascinating one. I looked at this. Let's take a look.
What do you guys think it is? You know what I'm thinking? It starts with a T, ends in a C.
Look at it. It looks like this. It doesn't have sound. It was shared with me through a link on Reddit, and it looks fairly convincing. It really looks like at least something that someone filmed with a camera, right? And at first when I saw it, I was like, that's a drone, right? That's like an object flying through the night sky.
You know what's good about this? I've never seen this one.
Like, why does it have a little rudder? It looks a bit like a surfboard. Is it like a Silver Surfer thing that's going on here? I don't know, but it certainly looks like a real film. It looks like someone put a camera up and filmed something that
looks
flew
legit so
possibly
far.
Through the night sky with the black and white night vision mode. It looks a bit like that. But then the second thing that I noticed looking at this footage is like, why is there a date, right? It's fairly recent videos, like the 5th of February of 2024. This was posted 11 days ago. And why does it say REC in the top right-hand corner? Like, what camera in 2024 puts a little timestamp or like date stamp on the footage and puts REC in the top right-hand corner? It absolutely...
Well, they don't. They don't. But we do not know. Do you know how many different camera versions there are? And what if this guy wanted, because I know on my camera, on the Nikon, I could put anything I want on the monitor when I'm recording. So this guy, he might be right that it may not look like this, but I have seen other cameras. When I tried out 17 cameras in 2006, there were so many different options. Every camera gave a different color, a different look. They had different settings, but they were all set up the same. So everybody, every time you get a camera, everything's pretty much like the last camera you had, even if it was a Canon going to a Nikon and vice versa. Yeah, it's just weird. But I don't know what this object is. It looks like it's a drone, like he said initially. Let's finish this guy.
Makes no sense. So that took a lot of the credibility away.
Huh?
And then, having done a little bit of research, it turns out that this quite convincing footage, and I mean, again, like, look how the stars, the night sky behind it is like a little bit blurred out, and you can just see the stars whooshing by, the clouds. Well, it turns out, sorry to disappoint you guys, but it's another CGI artist. Okay, here is the original clip posted on Instagram by QVist Designs, I guess is his name, and people are telling him as well. It's like,
okay, I keep forgetting. I was supposed to say earlier I thought it might be CGI because of this part. Watch.
This, I mean, let's take a look at it. It looks like this. It doesn't have sound. It was shared with me through a link on Reddit.
These white dots flashing, passing by, made me think that was added in there because I can't figure out what it is. It's not stars, but you don't see it again.
It looks fairly convincing. It really looks like
I thought that was just added in there to see if we were paying attention, because these hoax artists try all different kinds of things, and some of them have their own signature, you know, hey, next time you see it, you're going to notice the same type of thing. We noticed that about 18 years ago with the Australian UFO wave of 2006, and that was all fake. And it looked real. It was so good, but they got too, I guess you could say, greedy. But it was a bunch of college students that wanted to see if they can get away with these videos. And they tried. At first, it started off with the family driving in their car, and a light comes into the car, and then the girl in the back turns around, sees the UFO, and then it comes over the car, and then everything gets a little foggy. I don't know. I think all the videos were removed. They're hard to find. Thomas Fessler. You see, he throws down a 20, and then he says, support your local GUFON, feel better, Rich, and the video looks faked. I'm a little confused. I mean, I thank you, because it's $20, and God knows, you know, the position we're in here at GUFON. I will text you and keep this to myself. Hey, anybody throws money, you know, they can't all be enemies forever, or can they? See, that's what's confusing. It's 2 times I'll just talk to you. You know, yeah, like a couple of weeks ago or days ago, I can't remember. Every day flies by. But Fessler sent me something, you know, a DM on something we were talking about. I can't remember what the hell it was. Where is it? But, you know, it was about, I guess he watched Rich Saves America, and then gave me some good stuff about auditing, what real auditing is, and what I talked about in my show. And he sent me an interesting list here of what auditing is and all this stuff. So I thought that was really nice. He didn't have to do that, but so you know, I'm a little hesitant to dive back into all of that again, but you know, I'm a very forgiving person. And I also understand that I am not perfect. But, you know, I don't know. Tommy, why are you doing this? Confusing me in the middle of the show. All right, we'll talk. No, come on. See, this is weird. Come on. Is that really you? Hey, what? Why are you doing this? Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. I was going to just hack into it somehow, but that's I will. I am going to do that. Thank you for the imminent book. Look, I can't wait to read that book. It is going to be the most fun, and I am going to read it, and I'll be open about it. I won't read. Actually, I want the audiobook. I want the audiobook because it hurts for me to read. So audiobook. Tommy, that's a good one right there. Now that's a super chat I'm willing to accept. That's a good idea. All right. Thank you. We are going to talk about this book every day for a week. I don't know. If it's an audiobook, am I allowed to play the clips on here? And I don't think we can, right? Because that's copyright content, isn't it? And I don't think I can disseminate that. But Mick West is. Stephen Greenstreet, they're showing bits and pieces of the actual book. I don't know where they're getting that stuff from, but, you know, it's leaked here and there. I like this. This is going to be a very good month. The rest of August, after that book comes out, we're going to have so much fun doing that book. Is going to be great to talk about. What I'm hoping is that there'll be some answers. I can't. I'm just still in a state of confusion. Thank you, Tom Fessler. Tom A. I had an Uncle Tommy who passed away just recently, so kind of reminds me of Tommy. Uncle Tommy! All right, thank you, Tom. Thomas Fessler, everybody. Appreciate it. I really do. However, we've got a show to continue here. And that book is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be so interesting to see what he says. And I'm sure Fessler knows more about what's in that book maybe than most of us. I don't know. I mean, he had a relationship with Elizondo, for Christ's sake. So I don't know if that relationship's still happening, but I'm sure at some level he's probably getting some information about. Probably has the book already, for all I know. Probably sent him the book. Lou probably sent all his friends the book. Oh, is that how it's probably leaking out? Maybe. Right? They send the books out. They give him like a couple of 100 to hand out to friends and all that. But, you know, don't show anybody. Please, you know, you give them to people you trust so they don't put it out on the internet. All right. So that video we just watched was debunked, and we'll do another one tomorrow. I can't believe that was CGI. That wasn't bad CGI. And now that I'm looking at it, yeah, it's definitely CGI right here. Yeah. All right, let's get to the next story. Oh, we're showing it. In this right here, you could tell. You could tell. It's super clear. Look at it's not that clear here, but then it gets sharp right here.
First, when I saw it, I was like, that's a drone. Right? That's like an object flying through the night sky. Why does it have a little rudder?
It's kind of cool, but it's fake. It's a good fake. All right. And did you notice the fake routine again? I already cut the video. It's gone. I'm not going to bring it up again. But, you know, they always go out of focus, come into focus. You know, you got to show those focus skills as a hoaxer. All right, next. I can't. I want to talk about this because it's coming probably to America. If we don't, not we, but if Trump doesn't get the presidency or the left, I think they're going to take Trump out, to be honest. Even if he wins, they can't let us win. The only option is to take him out. They missed. They're going to do it again. They will. I don't know why this guy doesn't put a box around him. He needs the Pope mobile everywhere he goes and sit in it while you give your stupid speeches to 100,000 people or whatever it is. Anyway, the police in the UK, in Britain, are going to people's houses and arresting them for comments they're making on Facebook. Well, that's the last two people who were arrested, but online. And I can't believe it. I don't know what this clip says. Oh, yeah. This is where the police come over and tell them. Oh, my God, you got to watch this. Normally, I wouldn't play this clip here, right? I have it for Rich Saves and GUFON. And the reason I say play it here at GUFON, because what we're doing here is trying to figure out a conspiracy that's encased in lies, truth, and everything else positive and negative you could think about. It is the ultimate of all conspiracies, next to what comes next after we die. You know what? I bet you we're all so off this whole thing. Maybe that's why they can't tell us the truth. Maybe it's so unbelievable. Well, I've always heard that we would be frightened. We would be so scared that there's no way we would accept what we're looking at. And I've heard that several times. Like, what do you mean? Well, what you'll see is something you won't be able to understand. But you can? Is that? So let me get this straight. So the people who are running the government, the world, they're okay. They survived. They were able to look at this thing, communicate with it, and have a relationship. I'm guessing that's what's going on, because there's so many accounts of abductees seeing men in uniform in the background while they're being worked on from the aliens. And I myself have had those dreams where I saw men in different era clothing. Like every dream I had, I would go back, like, where the uniforms changed from cotton to whatever, polyester. You know what I mean? Like, there were different dreams that were in different times for me. I was able to fly. I was able to hear. I was able to see far, hear far. I never told those stories, I don't think. Those are good dreams I had. I loved those. Those were fun. It's like a superhero. It was so incredibly real that I actually tried to fly when I was a kid, probably 6, 7. And I was so mad it didn't work. And then when Star Wars came out and I couldn't do the Force, that's when I became a skeptic. Yeah, no shit. I'm not kidding. That's when it happened. I became a skeptic of psychic abilities, telekinesis, and all that stuff, even though as a kid I was having experiences. At 9, 10 years old, that was it. I became a skeptic. And look, my dad is a retired cop skeptic. That guy doesn't believe anybody or anything. So imagine, being raised by somebody sitting there going, yeah, that's real. That's not how cops go through douche. That's so stupid. You know, so every time there'd be like a show on that had cops, he's like, that doesn't happen. Oh, it's so stupid, you know. So I'd be like, why? And then he'd explain it to me. He's like, no, they got process to go through. You can't just arrest somebody like that. It's so stupid. Well, Dad, it's TV. You know, they got to cut to the chase. It's entertainment. You got to suspend disbelief. If they could just make a show that was real. And then Hill Street Blues came out. Never saw my dad shed a tear until that finale. No, I'm kidding. But he said that was about as close as it was and still sucked. All right, let's see what they're doing in the Britain area of the world. They're arresting people because they said some hateful stuff. I wonder what they said. That's what I want to know.
Okay, so,
What do you mean I can't have any alcohol?
I got to tell you, every time I hear that accent, I get a little wet.
Okay, well, I'll tell you. Okay, the time's 20 to 3, 1440. I'm arresting you on suspicion of improper use of the electronic communications network. Under
What?
127 of the Communications Act, okay? So you do not have to say that it may harm your defence if you don't mention one question, something which you later are in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand that?
So I'm actually being
You're
arrested.
going to be arrested, okay?
Right,
Take
and-
you up to the police station.
Right.
Ask you, okay, this is in relation to some comments that you've made on a Facebook page. Okay?
Oh, really? Oh, it's a Facebook crime, is it?
Okay.
Right.
So we need to ask you some questions about that.
Right.
Have you got anything in your pockets, Thomas?
I've got my keys. I got... No, that's about it, I think. Keys.
So, anyone who's been arrested, we can search them under Section 32 of Basic Evidence Act.
Right.
And that's for dangerous items.
Hey, I mean, you said I was going to be arrested under some what information? I'm going to be arrested for posting on Facebook.
Made some comments that are offensive, obscene, and people have made a complaint about that, and it's transferred.
And can you tell me what this comment was?
Okay, well, we'll do that when we interview.
All right. And so, what am I?
So he's being arrested, okay, for hurting people's feelings. I can't do it here on GUFON, but I could spend an hour right now telling you we're in a lot of trouble and why this is really important to ufology. For me, I say things. Now, I don't make any threats, but it sounds like this person may have said some grotesque stuff, right? And what could that be? How bad could it be? What did he say? I want to, slice into people and, turn them into little bits, We've heard that said to me. But, did he say, oh, I want to see Biden get his ear? Did he talk about that? I want to know. I know it's not America, but maybe he likes Trump, all right? But I haven't heard why, but this is so crazy because people's feelings, that's what the world is turning into. And that's what the left has done. That's why they don't give a shit about the Secret Service breaking into a business, a hair salon, so they could take a shit. They covered up the person's security camera, the owner's security camera. They ate some food, candies and stuff, rummaged through some things. And then when they left, that was at a camel toe, whatever the frig, that was at one of her rallies. So it's her Secret Service. And they left the place wide open, didn't clean up, and left it unlocked. They will do whatever they want because there's no law. We have a lawless government right now. And we're seeing it in Britain. And it's definitely coming here. That's why you don't make threats to anybody. Hey, I had my account suspended on YouTube for making comments for one day because I told a guy, dude, that video's killing it. You can't use the word killing. And I said, wait a minute, what comment? Because I don't leave comments that are, like that anymore. So I tried wording. I thought maybe it was this. So I put this comment back out. And I thought it was about women shouldn't be cops because they're weaker than men. And I thought it was one of that. Nope, because I rewrote that. And then I wrote again the next day when I got the account back. I said, bro, you killed it on that video. We are suspending your account for 24 hours for making comments. If it happens again, you could get a strike or lose your account to community guideline, whatever. Unbelievable what YouTube has done. I said killing it. And that get you suspended. You can't even say it.
I can be locked up for the night, or
Hopefully not.
Right, do I need to
Unless
take
you
my
film
medications
us.
with me?
Yes, we will look at taking all those.
When do you need to take them?
Well, I've got pain medications.
All right, we get it. He's getting arrested. Okay. I don't know what he said. There's nothing on that story I could find out. And then I'm not even going to play that. I'll save that for Rich Saves America. We'll just move back into ufology. I get a little bit crazy when it comes to the First Amendment, our rights. You don't know unless you've been over to Rich Saves America and watched, which we're having a show tomorrow. It's a good one tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be good. Oh, I got to show you this. Oh. What is going on? Why can't they leave Kirkpatrick alone? All right, I get it. He made you mad. He didn't do what you wanted him to do. He did what he thought was right, which was giving the finger to everybody, which is my favorite thing I've ever seen. He's my hero. And I appreciate what he did. He didn't want to have his name attached to what they wanted to be put that is tied to unknown objects. He said, no, it doesn't lead to aliens. I didn't find anything that leads all the way back to da-da-da-da-da. What do you mean? How could you say that? Oh my God, you were supposed to say it is. The government's pushing back. Maybe he didn't give the finger. He just didn't want his name associated with aliens and UFOs as being a legitimate thing. Why? I don't know. I think it's a government thing. And he wanted to screw Jeremy Corbell and all the others involved, which to me was beautiful. Beautiful. But they won't leave him alone. Like, this poor guy just can't get away. He can't relax, can't have a day off, can't do what he wants. He said he wasn't gonna do any more interviews, and now he's doing an interview? So what? The guy he has his own life. This is unbelievable. They get mad because he went on, I'm not talking anymore, he said, and then all of a sudden he changed his mind. He's allowed. What? If women can change their minds, why can't men? Because if a man doesn't do it, he doesn't hold to his word. When a woman does it, we expect it. Now that's misogynistic, but it's true. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Shh. No, it's not. Why do you think there's a joke that's made about women changing their minds? Because women are allowed to change their minds. Well, why can't men? That's my point. Don't be misogynistic. It's not misogynistic. You know anything about misogyny, you know that ain't it. Then here is John Greenwald, and he is saying this is wrong and misdirection. Thank you, John, for being the voice of reason. Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick said this to Brian Keating in a recent interview, well after he said he would be doing any more interviews. And we'll watch the video below. The core of the secrecy surrounding UAP is classification, yes, but it is not legally justified in my honest opinion and stems from the UAP SCG written by those who are now often heralded as heroes with their advocacy for transparency on the UAP issue. Oh, the irony. In addition, Dr. Kirkpatrick ignores, unless I missed it, another tactic of the DoD exempting information erroneously, if you ask me, hiding it behind a law enforcement exemption, but won't tell you what the law enforcement reason. Oh, what did I say? Yeah, won't know what the reason is. So 100% unclassified information is withheld. And it has nothing to do with classification. Dr. Kirkpatrick's explanation, which sounds good at the surface, falls apart when you look at the facts. Plus, as an additional side note, I am unclear why Dr. Kirkpatrick, now a private citizen, is the one out front speaking with authority on this specific issue. It should be DoD Aero. That should inform we the people, but they aren't. The fact of the matter is that after, well, more than a year trying to get the answer from the DoD on the above, they ignore the issue and won't give an official explanation for the over-secrecy surrounding even just unclassified information. It was my FOIA cases that discovered the above, hence why I have pushed for answers repeatedly. Something is wrong here. And what they are trying to sell you is complete misdirection. And poor Kirkpatrick, let's see what he says.
The American public does not have right to any classified data. When it comes to this particular data, the government is trying very, very hard to declassify stuff, push it out so that people can see, so there can be transparency. That was the whole purpose of standing up Arrow, and that's all I spent most of my time trying to do. And it doesn't go fast. Contrary to what you see in the public media, you can't just snap your fingers and say something is declassified. It has to go through an interagency process. And why is this a problem? If I get, as the director, if I got data that came from the Air Force, I have to go through Air Force procedures to get it declassified. Some of the things that you're seeing getting published on Arrow's website now, we had started 18 months ago while I was still there to get it declassified and out. The American.
That's cool. Well, that, I get it. You got to go through different sources to get your answers. Everything takes forever with the government. Everything takes forever with the government, especially if you're, if you're going to court, for anything. We'll see you in 6 weeks. Well, why can't we do this tomorrow? Well, how did we get so far behind that it's weird? It's weird. This is weird. Everything seems like when you get a ticket, let's just say they give you 6 weeks to go to court, or you just pay it, but 6 weeks for your court date. And it's always 6 weeks. No matter when you get a ticket, a traffic ticket. I'm only talking about traffic offenses. Why is it always 6 weeks? If it's always 6 weeks, why can't it be tomorrow? What's the difference? All right, let's say they type it all in. Everything's done. You get the ticket. They send it to you a week. All right. In a week, get it over with. Doesn't make sense to me. They just can't do things that quickly. Everything takes time. No. Have you been to the post office, to the DMV? Have you seen how slow these people work? I do. God, they have attitudes. Most government employees, I talked to this guy today, Mike. I met him while I was out doing an audit. And he says, oh, God, I can't. It's not for this show. All right, I'm sorry. It's just, there's a lot of politics and a lot of things that are in ufology that I'm finding out tie a lot of things together at the other channel that I'm doing. How? I don't know, man. I guess just being up close and watching these people work and being there for a while and just seeing how much money is being wasted away on terrible employees of the government. They don't want to work hard. They hire people that shouldn't even have these jobs. They swear at you. They give you dirty looks. They call you names. I mean, who are these people? You shouldn't even be in government if you're going to be that much of an asshole to the person who's paying you. Oh, I can't. Don't. All right, so UFOs underwater. What are they called? Unidentified submerged objects. They're called USOs. And for those of you who don't know what a USO is, now you do. Interview with Richard Dolan, the big dick of ufology, not me. I'm the little dick. Richard Dolan on News Nation talking about USO case. We got to hear what Dick is saying. Oh my God. Richie Dolan? Richie Dolan has collected and researched about 600 USO cases that he thinks are extremely good. He doesn't talk about it in this segment that we're going to watch, I guess, but Richie has a book coming out soon that will be dedicated to USOs. Now there we go. When I make my documentary, when I finish it, it will be an eye-opener. Because I name names in my movie. And I have evidence to show illegal activities. And I do mean illegal.
To you, alien aircrafts, most of us think UFOs, right? And we think of space. But there's another area of phenomenon you may not have considered, and researchers have been diving in to study them. We're talking about USOs, unidentified submerged objects. There have been so many reports of underwater phenomenon that it recently sparked the federal government to change the name of UFOs to UAPs, unidentified anomalous phenomena, to include land, air, and...
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. That was a lie.
Identified anomalous phenomena to
Hold
change the name of UFOs. Been so many reports of underwater phenomenon that it recently sparked the federal government to change the name of UFOs to UAPs.
That is how misinformation is given to the public, and now a newcomer to ufology is going to think we say UAP. You don't. You only say UAP if you're talking about government UFOs. That's what UAP is for. UAP is not for civilian UFOs. That's how they tell the difference. And you could almost say it's like code. But Hillary Clinton, 20 years ago, was on, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, said the acronym UAP. And he says, no, UFO, no, UAP. She said, I think she said, you know what? Let me pull it up. I want to pull it up. This is very important to me. Because I don't like that people are being told the new acronym is UAP, because it is not. The media are the ones who said that. That's a lie. And they're the ones who kept saying UAP is the new UFO. And it wasn't, and it hasn't been. But in the last 2 years, that's what's being said. That they changed it. And it's not, they didn't. You want to know what the fucking stupid ass lying piece of shit media does? No research. How would they know? They wouldn't know unless they did some real research. But nobody wants to research UFOs because you're the UFO reporter? Oh, God. All right, hold on. Hillary Clinton says UAP. Yep, it was Jimmy Kimmel. Here it is. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Yeah, we'll come back to this. Nah, we don't even need to. Here. When the lightning strikes and you know... Okay.
Somewhere in Area 51, Democratic frontrunner Hillary Clinton told Jimmy Kimmel she would be interested in demystifying the hush-hush military installation. Clinton said, if there's nothing there, let's tell people there's nothing there. Clinton doubled down on her desire to release the Area 51 files after Kimmel asked her what she would do if they contained some alarming pieces of information. Unless it's a threat to national security, I think we ought to share it with the public. The military base in Nevada is believed by conspiracy theorists to be the site where the government stores alien remains. The CIA...
Well, I guess we're not going to hear it.
In 2000, the agency released a document...
Thanks. Thank you. Unbelievable. That sucks. She does say it, but they didn't show her saying it. All right, it doesn't matter. She did say it. All right. Wow. We need to move.
Unidentified anomalous phenomena to include land, air, and sea. However, 80% of the world's ocean remains unexplored, making USOs harder to scientifically prove. Joining me now is Richard Dolan, a UAP historian and host of Richard Dolan Intelligent Disclosure on YouTube. Richard, good morning.
Hi, Nick. Thank you very much for having me here. It's a pleasure.
Help us break this down. You've researched more than 600 cases of unidentified submerged objects. What are some of the challenges you face with researching water-based phenomena and then getting that information to the public writ large?
Great question. Probably the biggest challenge is simply getting access to a lot of these reports. Most people are landlubbers. We live on the land. We're not out.
What's missing from Richard Dolan's accolades here? He's a UAP historian. So is Michael Schratt, by the way. He's the author of The Alien Agendas. Well, I think Schratt has a book out, right? And he's a host of a podcast. Okay, what's missing? What's missing? What would you like to see for his accolades? You know what I would like to see Richard Dolan have? Because he talks a lot and he believes a lot and he pulls and toes the UAP line like nobody's business. What's missing? He's not an experiencer. I would love Richard Dolan to have an experience. Maybe he did, and I don't watch Richard Dolan. I hate Richard Dolan. I wish Richard Dolan. Okay? I put it out there mentally. Okay? So I would like to see that. You know, I'd like to see that with a lot of people. And a lot of people get on Greer for being an experiencer. And I'm not sure we should, you know, because he has so many weird claims that he never can prove. And then he does prove some. And then, you know, it's like, what is he doing? I'm confused. This guy did so much in 2001 and then again recently, but I still don't know. I don't know if we should trust Greer. How can we trust? Let's look at this. Let's look at it this way. These guys have been in it for over 25 years. Still don't have disclosure. Not that they can push for it, but nothing has progressed. Like, Richard Dolan doesn't bring anything new. You know, he doesn't have any experiences to talk about. He can't relate to experiencers. That should be in the accolades of who he is and what he's done. A lifetime experiencer or experiencer since 2000. You know, something that would, I don't know, would be a little more, he would be a little bit more interesting, I believe, if he had that attached to him.
In the middle of the water, unless you live on the shore of an ocean or of a large lake.
All right, I'm not in the mood. We get it. Dolan, yeah, underwater stuff. It's hard to get to. What are your challenges? Well, all the shit's underwater. Everything people see on the water is pretty much military stuff. And it's hard to get documents. Oh, isn't it like that for everything? Even the ones that fly over land? Yeah, I guess you could say that. You could say that. So there's really no difference between USOs and the UFOs we see flying over land. No difference at all, as a matter of fact. So you're pretty much useless, Mr. Dolan, and yeah, I guess I am. Yep. Nah. Hey, Dolan did a lot of stuff early on. He did. And he's still popular today for whatever reason. I think because people want to get a glimpse of his girlfriend or wife or whatever what's her name? Cindy? Susie? Kathy? All right. Now, I have my own beef that I've started with myself with Matt Ford of the Good Trouble Show. Wow, this guy. Talk about toeing the line. Wrong side of history, Matt. You're on the wrong side of ufology, bro. There's a lot. Now, King Milkfart Harassment Archive posted this, and it says, I'm just going to play let me just play the fucking video. I always get into it, and then let's explain, let's talk after. Go.
There's a lot I know about what Lewis had to endure that I can't speak about publicly.
Oh, there we go. There's the claim number one that will never be proven. I know what Lewis had to go through. I can't talk about it. You never hear me say that shit. You never hear it from other channels like us that aren't trying to, make believe we know something. Ross. The first 5 seconds, the guy, I know what Lou had to endure. I mean, I can't tell you about it because he'll kill me. Come on, man.
And frankly, it gets me a little choked up.
Aw, your feelings? Should we call the ambulance for you? What's the matter, Matt? Is this too tough for you? Is little Wooey telling you stories? Is he making you feel sorry for little Woo? By the way, Lou says he and his family have been threatened. They are all saying it now. Yeah, welcome to the party, pal. We all get threatened. But I'm Lou Elizondo. I mean, nobody does that to me. I'm a counterintelligence. Fuck you. Tell me who did it. Tell us who it is. Tell us where, when, and why, and I'll believe you. Until then, you're just a freaking liar. And this is, look what he's doing to little Matty here. Look at little Matt Ford is. He's about to cry because he thinks little Louie has had a rough go at it in ufology. Oh, you mean the war hero? You mean the counterintelligence guy that fucked everybody over in ufology by making up fake accounts and lying about who he is just to fake friend and find out what we are saying about him in front of his face behind his back? All right, Matt, go ahead. Cry your eyes out, you little bitch.
But what this guy...
get choked up. You got to create the choking up now. I got to fake it. Actually, I don't think he's faking it. He got a little flush in the fruit face. He got a little pinkish hue going on here. He's got a pinkish hue.
Has had to endure in professional retaliation and harassment and the abuse from scum of the earth like Stephen Greenstreet and others.
Give this guy credit. where credit is due. Good for you, Matt Ford. You just got a few more respect points. Not that you care about what I think. He called out Green Street. Good for you. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's how you fucking do a show. Good for you. Maybe you're a lot better than I think. I'm proud of him to mention who it is. God dang it, that's great. Finally, somebody mentioned a name of somebody calling somebody else out.
The amount of stress I think this is placed on him and his family.
He chose this path. He chose this path. And if anybody wants to know what I think, and I don't think you really care, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I think Lou, as much as a cliche as this is going to sound, I think Lou got in trouble when he was in the government, working as a counterintelligence guy. I think he did something very wrong. And I think he was about to lose everything, the job, the pension, the respect. I think that was about to happen to him. But because his dad probably helped little Louie somehow or another, to save Lou's job and his pension, they stripped him and then threw him in the UFO room that may or may not have existed in the Pentagon. Basically throwing him in a dungeon where nothing happens, but you'll still get a paycheck. And we'll tell you what to say and do. Don't worry. We know you're not a UFO guy. We know you don't care about this shit. We know. But we're going to have you do things for us that nobody else could pull off. Are you willing to work with me? Fuck yeah, I'll do anything, boss. I'll do anything you say. You know I'm a bootlicking, government sucking, yes sir, yes ma'am type of guy. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. That's Lou. That's what I think happened to Lou. Why do you think the emails were erased? There's nothing at ATIP or OSAP with Lou's signature on it. Zip. Did he do? This guy, he's a piece of shit. And I can't wait for the book to come out. And that's just my opinion. Now, let's say I'm wrong. And I don't believe that Lou was thrown into the basement of the Pentagon where the UFO cliche lives, X-Files type of shit. Let's say that didn't happen and he was given this role. So let's say, okay, Lou, you've done so good as our counterintelligence agent. We have an idea. And here's what we're thinking. We need funding for our black budget program. And this administration, well, they need a little more convincing. And we think you're the guy to do it. With your inside logic and the people you could say things that other people can't say and get away with it. Counterintelligence guy, bro, you're in. That's who we need in ufology. We need to know what everybody's doing at all times. Can you do this? Yeah, I can do it. You know me. I can do anything. Fuck, give me a donut and I'm good to go. Maybe that's what happened. Right? So, Lou, you do this and, then you can retire easy. Maybe this is what happened to Lou. Maybe there was a fatwa. You know what that is? That's where, I think it's is it the Iranians? I don't know, whatever. The guys with the long beards, no, it's not ISIS. A fatwa is where they put a hit out on you. So if you do something against them, they put it's called a fatwa. I learned it from Curb Your Enthusiasm. So maybe Lou had one of these on him. And what they did, maybe they stripped Lou of everything and put him in the basement to hide him from the fatwa until they took out the fatwa threat. I don't know, man. It's possible. Anything's possible. You see, we will never know why. The only thing we can do is go by what we saw and piece together all the lies and disinformation we've heard from all of the above people who've been in mainstream media and lose friends. It's fun. And now we got Matt here, who is calling out Stephen Greenstreet for saying mean and vicious things about Lulu. How could you do that? He's not real. That man is not real. I can't believe Matt Ford is upset at Stephen Greenstreet and actually saying these are vicious and calling him names. And like, I don't see it that way. Do you see it this way? How Greenstreet is just talking about how Lou really isn't that honest of a guy and pointing out the obvious truths with facts that back up everything Greenstreet is saying. But Matt Ford is calling Greenstreet names and their attacks are vicious. And Lou's a good guy. I can't believe Matt Ford's that much of a Lou sucker.
You can't quantify it. And somebody like him that cares so much about his country that he risks everything to get this out there.
What did he risk? What did Lou risk? Nothing. Nothing. It's scripted. It's not real. Holy shit, dude. This guy's hook, line, and sinker. He believes all this shit? This is great. Oh, Brett S. Hey, man, thank you very much for the 20, was it? Or 10? 20. Holy macadamia nuts. We hit our goal tonight. Brett S., thank you. I'm sorry, I almost forgot it. Says, Rich, write a book with a lot of footnotes and bang, you're an expert for media. Yes. I should write a book. I like the documentary, but the book I can really detail. It's just, it would have to be an audiobook, man. I can't, it hurts my eyes to read my whole life. And I don't need glasses. I've always been that way. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. You know what I should do, though? Maybe I have an idea. Instead of writing the whole book, why don't I put out chapters at a time? Just put it out. Like I could write something in maybe a weekend, right? And then when it's all said and done, you have 20 chapters. There you go. I know, but that's giving it out for free. Well, why don't you just put it in a book and just sell it? It's not about money. Then I'll be labeled I'll be labeled like Greer. No, I wouldn't be. But I think the documentary will have a bigger play for me. Because, well, there's going to be some good stuff. You know, the old stuff. Yeah, anyway, I talked about it. And all right. Duly noted, my friend. And thank you for being a continued supporter of GUFON. Brett S., everybody. Thank you, man. Hope you're doing well and all that. Hey, there he is. What do you say? It's Boo-hoo Lou Elizondo. Now, I don't believe that's the real Lou, but let's say it is. Let's say it is. You're welcome here. Always welcome, Lou. Hey, if you want to come on, let me know. Do a pop interview, bro. You want to come on? Email me at goofonradio. You won't do it. If that's the real Lou, there's no way. I will bet you $1,000 that's not the real Lou Elizondo. And if it is, the only way you can prove it is to show yourself. Hey, I'll put the link out there and you click on it, I'll see you in the green room. Nobody else has to see you. And I don't put you on the screen. But if it's you, I'll know. You ready? You want to make a quick thou? Now, I don't have the $1,000. It'll take about 10 years at $10 a year to pay you. 100 years. I'm sorry. My math, I do the old math. Yeah. Lou says, oh, okay, I'll see you too. Well, you're seeing me now, genius. Yeah, of course you would. No, you would. All right, let's finish this. And I don't buy that that's the real Lou.
Out of selflessness and love for the United States, I can't even fathom.
Can't fathom
the level of patriotism.
Oh boy, here we go.
That
he's hold it in, Matt.
That this guy has.
Oh, he's not.
The stuff about his book getting leaked and
oh my God,
everything going on. It just makes me sad for this country when people, veterans like him, have had to give up so much because they finally just said, you know what's going on is not the country that I'm supposed to be living in.
Such a patriot, Lou. All right, here we go. Here's Lou Elizondo. There's the channel he has. So you're going to tell me that that's Lou's channel? I don't think so. No videos, no content. That's not the Lou I know. Sorry. I wish it was. I really do. I wish that was the real Lou. Oh, hey, Moody. Moody Mongol says you should both go around the back of the chat room barn and nude wrestle. I didn't see it. I didn't see it say nude wrestle because it didn't show up. You read my mind. With Jell-O. No, because then Lou, he's diabetic. He can't stop eating. He'll be, not only would he be eating Jell-O and me, it'd be chocolate. No. Come on, be nice. Lou's a good guy. Fake Lou's a good guy. Fake Lou is a good guy. All right. I can't. All right, we've got a lot of stuff to go over still. I mean, we're just... wait, what? Come on. All right. Yeah, it's... every time I click, it's delayed. And usually that doesn't happen until we're about an hour and a half in. Oh, we're almost an hour and a half. Holy crap. Oh my God, the show flew by. So in 1974, in 75, 76, and 77, and I think in 78, 5 years, there were blackouts on the East Coast. Not just the East Coast. I mean, we're talking, like the whole East Coast into Canada and all the way up Maine, inland, Boston, Chicago, of course, New York. There were huge power outages. And I think at the time, nobody could fathom that it could be something to do with UFOs. But I wonder if it did. Because on one of those blackout nights, which was the biggest night, I think it lasted for like 24 hours. It was huge. It was all over the news and everything. Everybody was talking about, at least the other 2/3 of the country. But it was really bad. And people were starting to loot, and, you know, crime was starting to get out of control. New York wasn't a great place in the 70s. It was pretty freaking dirty. And there was graffiti everywhere until Giuliani came in and cleaned it up. It was awful. New York was a shithole. And it has turned into a shithole again because of the administration that's in there that's allowing things to happen. They're allowing crimes to take place, and they're not, well, they may arrest people, but they let them out right away. It's just a mark on their rap sheet. But on this night, there was something really strange that happened. Now, we had just gotten done eating dinner, and the lights go out. And, you know, it's fun when you're a kid. But a few hours later, you know, people started getting worried. And around 10 o'clock at night, I came out of the house with my father. We threw out some trash, I remember. My mother was still cleaning up, and she can't sit still. She's got to be doing something, so she cleans. So me and my dad take out the garbage, and, you know, it was weird. I don't remember exactly what it felt like, but I remember seeing people looking like they were zombified. Zombified, right? And I remember my neighbor's father, Billy Machuli Sr., and his wife, I forget his name. They were in their robes. And they're like this. Everybody's looking up, like really cricking their necks. So, of course, we did the same thing, and there was a red dot in the sky. That's all it was. It was a red dot. And it was slowly moving from left to right. And everybody was saying, "Do you see it?" That's all we kept hearing. "Do you see it? There it is. Do you see it? Do you see it?" Yeah. And neighbors from across the street came over. And the first thing that came out of their mouth, my dad told me all this stuff. And he goes, "Yeah, everybody kept saying, 'Did you see it? Did you see it?'" Like, yeah, we saw it. And then our other neighbor, who became very good friends, their names, I don't want to say their names, but it's a funny last name. They seemed like they weren't zombified like we were. We weren't zombified. It seemed like half the people out there were like zombified. No, I'm not kidding. It's as if they were in a trance. It was weird. That I remember, but I didn't know. You know, I know what my father told us, you know, and the way he explained it. And then, you know, as I got older and, you know, realized what was happening, it was a pretty emotional night. I remember the next day when my mother was talking to Mrs. Machuli next door, and she did not remember standing outside. Her husband remembered. He goes, "What? What do you mean? You were standing there, right there. What are you, crazy? She's joking. You're joking, right?" She goes, "You know," like she wanted to say, yeah. It's just weird. Then a couple of doors down, they were fine. They were fine. And they were fine. It was just her. Oh, and her daughter. Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't think of that. Her and her daughter? Who were the other women out there? Oh my God. I wonder, oh my God, wouldn't that be weird if the women, maybe we all were supposed to come out. I don't know, I'm just saying. And all the women, not all the women who can still produce a baby were all abducted. Maybe that's why when my father and I went outside, they were already in that trance-like state, you know? I don't know. That would mean if that happened in Staten Island, then it happened all over. Millions of people. What was it? It was like 20 million people without power or something like that, or 50 million. It was a huge number. It was huge. And it happened every year. And then it hasn't happened since. When was the last major blackout on the East Coast, the whole East Coast? A third of the country. I can't think of when that's happened. But it makes me wonder if anything happened to me, because I was a young little boy. I was 7 years old, 6 years old, 6.5, 6 and 3 months. Yeah, that was in the middle of June. It was beginning of June. I don't remember what day. But that's the weirdness of this blackout event that happened. And I wish, if I would have lived in New York and never moved to Arizona, I wonder if I would have had, there's no way I would have been a ufologist. I would have been a cop or a baseball player. Either way, I wouldn't be doing this. But you don't know. Like, I didn't start doing this till I was 36. I would have retired from baseball by then. Stupid. Get that out of there. All right. I got to show this. Not a big fan. Surprise, of John Ramirez, retired CIA officer. I think this guy's a major problem for ufology. He is what I call a disinformation agent. John Ramirez. I would never trust this guy. Everything about him is wrong. Everything. Everything.
Now, as far as what the government doesn't know, I addressed it. This phenomenon that seems...
I tell you what, this government, I don't know, is... I mean, is he talking like he's reading, or is he talking like a robot?
Now, as far as what the government doesn't know, I addressed it. This phenomenon that seems to be malevolent or from strangers, I call it.
Malevolent or strangers? Wait, what?
I call it. That seems to be malevolent or from strangers.
Malevolent or from strangers? Did I say malevolent? I think I did. My dyslexia came out. That's a bizarre thing to say. I don't understand it.
To be malevolent or from strangers.
What? I am so confused by that statement. Malevolent or by strangers? What am I not seeing? Oh, no.
I call it. The government, I think, is still grappling with that issue. And I say strangers in the sense that it is my personal belief that there are residents, visitors, and strangers. Residents being, I believe, entities that have been here long before humanity appeared, and in fact may have had some hand in making us who we are today.
Thank you.
Otherwise, we'd still be primates with bonobos, chimpanzees, and gorillas.
Wow. Wow. I have a lot. What do they say when you're growing up? If you have nothing nice to say.
We're not. We've been elevated.
I really don't. No, we haven't. Guys, we haven't.
And I believe it is the residents who did this.
Without any proof at all. It's just a belief. You might as well believe in Santa Claus. You might as well, Ramirez. Now, why would this guy tell us this? Tell me, why do you think an ex-CIA agent would tell us all this shit? What's in it for him? You know what's in it for him? And this is why he's doing what he's doing. Because he's paid to do it. Do you really believe his friends don't know that he's paid to say this stuff? You don't think he told them that? I have to tell this. I have to say it. Because he would look crazy to his real friends who are all just like him. They're all government, CIA people. They all hang out together. They all, find each other in life throughout their working careers, and they never stop being friends. It's a very strong bond that these people have together. So I think that's why this guy's doing what he's doing, because his friends know he's doing it because he's got to. Not because he believes this shit. There's no way. This guy is reading, first of all. You can see his eyes dancing back and forth. And that tells me right there that everything is scripted, number one, because if it wasn't scripted and if this was from the heart and this guy had real passion and real interest to do research to find out who's here, why they're here, and what's their purpose, I already said that, then he wouldn't need a script. It would come from the heart.
And I know that's very controversial, but it's a personal belief. That's how I sort it out for myself. And the visitors might actually be from other worlds. And
where does this guy get the information? An ex-CIA guy. See, this guy reminds me of Ahmad Esh. What's that guy's name? That other colonel or high power figured guy, Ahmad Esh. Just like that. Just like Avi Loeb. These guys are, and John Ramirez has done it. He's cemented himself in ufology as a guy who's an ex-CIA agent who believes that the aliens are here and created us and made us who we are. And it's amazing. And yet he never has any proof to show us.
Strangers, I don't know where they're from, but it seems very frightening to read the accounts of people, documented people who have experienced very disastrous effects, very tragic effects with their health from
when somebody's reading and they haven't read it or know enough of it, they get very stiff like he is. You notice when I'm talking no script, I'm moving around, I'm very, hands are moving, my head's shaking around. This guy's, if I don't move my head, I will be able to finish reading this. And because I don't know what's coming up in the next line, I can't act like this is from the heart. I have to focus on the next word coming out. And that's why I am as stiff as a board. But if he was just talking, and if he's like Corbell and he took lessons in how to... All right, next. Let's keep going. Oh, we haven't talked about Corbell in a while. See what happens when you focus? It's because he hasn't done anything. Okay. Argentina. A very bright object flew by in the sky, and it had sounds and causes an energy surge, this says. Oh, that's kind of cool, I think. Talk about it. Next. That was awful. Just awful. Oh, by the way, I want to thank some people who supported the show during the day and after last night. Venus sent 1,000 pennies, $10 on Cash App. Thank you so much. Oh wait, that's not 1,000, is it? Isn't that 1,000 pennies? 100 pennies is $1. 1,000 is 10. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Venus, for that on the Cash App. And I got to admit, perfect timing. Just like the other folks who did on PayPal. Hey, Venus, thank you so much. I know you've only been here a few months, but you've really helped supported the show, the essence of GUFON. Thank you so much. And we do have a few others that threw down on PayPal as well. Dan Mortensen. That was today for $10 on PayPal. So thank you for that. And then he did $10 the day before. So thank you for that. And Ben sent basically a PayPal dono. He didn't have any notes or anything. Thank you very much for the $4.20 on PayPal. Jeanette threw down her normal, beautiful support. So thank you for that. Jeanette, the angel of GUFON, a continuing supporter for 19 months. That's a long time. I can't believe it's been 19. 19, right? 15? I don't know. It's long. And Dave, we got David Wilcox as well last night from Newfoundland. Thank you again, David. Thank you. I don't know if I got it last night, so I'm saying it. Thank you very much. And he threw down 20. Oh, yeah, I think you did. I think I did mention it. But thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate that support on PayPal and Cash App. That's instant gratification. All right, thank you very much for that. I didn't want to forget. Okay, so the next, this is really freaking weird. This is unbelievable. It looks real. It's part dog and part human. And I'm not kidding. Newman, go.
Donc ça a été c'est une reproduction qui est exposée dans un musée. Mais sinon,
oh, he's such a cute. Look at the puppies.
Dans un bocal de formol qui permet de la préserver.
He's such a good boy.
On est en fait entre un cochon, un chien, et enfin, regardez les pattes, les pieds. Enfin, c'est limite humanoïde.
Are you kidding? Ew, no, it's an Audi. Look, he's got little gorilla feet. Look at that. It's a gorilla foot on a dog with a tail. Ew, and a butt crack like a man.
Donc, évidemment,
oh no! That can't be real. From Africa. He's retrieved from. That's what this says. A hybrid human dog retrieved from Africa.
Exposé aux yeux de tous dans un.
Aww. Look at the hand. I don't like this at all. Now, why did they have them suckling like that? Get out of there. Oh, ew. Oh, it's so weird. What? You don't think they're practicing this shit? What's the name of that island that's out by Jersey that they were doing all this stuff for years? Not Montauk, something else. Can't remember the name. Oh. Scared myself with the video. Oh. The most strangest creatures ever caught on film camera. These are weird. You have got to see this. I'm not a crypto guy, but man, I believe there's a lot of weird things out in our little unpopular places. I gotta charge my phone or it's gonna die. I need it alive. There's a lot of good stuff out there. And what do we got here? Let's get rid of that. Oh, let's check up and see if we got anything from our friends. Oh, wow. No. Okay, get rid of that. Now let's try here. One more. All right, let's see what's going on here. Nothing. All right, well, that's it for me too. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the support. We hit our goal. We hit the goal tonight. So thank you for those of you, Brett S., Fessler, and I don't think we had any other. I think that was it. Yeah. And Bernie? Did Bernie throw down? I think Bernie threw down $2 too, I think. Yeah, I think that. Thank you, everybody, for your support. And I will try to feel better. You know, I don't know what I was going to say. I was reading the notes on one of the supers. But thank you very much for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow. It's Wednesday, hump day. And we got 2 shows coming up. One here at 7. And then Rich Saves America at 11, I believe 11:05. If not, it'll be 11:30. But we'll be going live tomorrow. So get the popcorn ready, get the drinks ready, get your cushions all fluffed up for tomorrow. We're going to have some fun. I guarantee it's going to be a good day tomorrow. You'll see. All right. So yeah, thank you very much for giving the support, the love, everything else that comes with it. And what do we do here again? Oh, we do truthology for ufology, but we do it for you. That's true. We do it for you. We do it all. Okay, that's it. That's all I could do for tonight. I don't know. I was going to show you something. But I'll wait for tomorrow. You guys have a good night, okay? All the way from here, Scarface. Okay, Alien bless.
There's like this thing. It's rotating. What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it down those treasured sites in Christianity? There's a new video that's something proof for not alone. UFO, right? Descending over the dome of Jerusalem.
Okay, we're going to show a few pictures from today. Yesterday, I mean. So I hope you are in the mood for a 5-minute bonus. Yes, yesterday we went droning to a new place. I don't have the drone videos for you, but I have some pictures that I think I just want to share. Yeah, I thought I'd surprise us with a little bonus tonight. No? All right, then we'll get the hell out of here then. I don't care. No. All right. We'll play this. We'll play this little video. And this is Florida. This is like Louisiana. Ah, isn't that great? Don't you just love it when things work out like this? And this is Florida. This is like Louisiana, Arkansas. It's like Florida. Yo, gonna get naked. Somebody's gonna get pregnant. Gonna take off my shirt. Oh, that was the end of that video. Woo! Man, thank God I stopped that one. I don't know what he was saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So I don't know the name of the place I went to. I can't remember. But it was a place that was on the water-ish. But here's some pictures along the way. These are just taken with the Samsung Galaxy 23S. I like this next picture. Yeah, see the UFO? I didn't even notice it, but I think there's one there. Ah, this is driving over a little bridge. I flew the drone here from where I was able to fly over here. It's pretty cool. Just some beautiful scene. Look at that. I mean, look how beautiful Florida is. You know what I mean? And this is sunrise. I'm out there. You know what I mean? All right, next. Wow. Oh, that's yeah, that's a new place. Yep, that's off the bridge. I love that one. That's right out the car window, as you can tell. But if I slice this and edit it, oh, what a postcard. Look at the people out in the yachts. I mean, kayaks. It's just beautiful. It really is. Beautiful. Look at the clouds. It's so deep and three-dimensional. Yeah, right through the little... See that little cutout right there? And then it goes all the way out there. Look at the morning. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 little storms right there about to build up. There it is, a little more. I raised the camera up a little higher over the bushes. Ah, so beautiful. It really is. I'm not moving back to Arizona, by the way. Oh, that was my leg? What the hell? I must have... No, I don't want to see that. Hold on. What's going on? What pictures am I getting into? Oh, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Okay. Hold on. I accidentally took the GPS off. Look. I don't know, man. There's nothing on either side of me except for Everglades. Or whatever. Everglades. See, nothing on either side. There's no water yet. This goes underwater. What a trip this is. Wow. This is going to be good. Wow. I'm in the middle of nowhere, man. I tell you, I stop and smell the roses, people. I don't know about you, but I'm into it. Look at the bird. He was flying right with me. Just beautiful. My windshield's filthy, though. My windshield looks like shit. shit. Sorry, guys. Look where I'm at. I'm in like the Everglades. Oh, I'm going backwards. Okay. Almost there. It just got really humid. I haven't seen a car since I got on this road 2 miles ago. Well, yeah, I haven't. My windshield is really dirty. Look at these turns. It's so crazy in here. Look where I am. I'm just doing the speed limit. No reason to rush. Actually, I'm doing 5 under. Sun's still not up yet. 77 degrees, dropped a degree. That's off my side. Look at all those palm trees and shit. It's so overgrown. This is crazy. I'm actually, as a guy. Oh, wait a fuck. Where am I? This looks familiar. Oh no, look at that. How beautiful. Oh shit! Look at this road. I'm in. I was gonna say, as a guy, I'm scared driving down that road alone because on either side of me, there's probably alligators and all sorts of stuff, and anybody can just block the road and take me. In the swamps, I'm like in the Everglades, look. I mean, I wouldn't be taken alive, that's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. They would have to shoot me. Look at that. Oh yeah, that was beautiful. That the sun was just starting to come up right there. Oh, I can't get a good view anymore. Oh. There we go. Oh, look at that. What a sunrise. All right. That's it. Thanks for hanging out. And enjoy the rest of your night. It was the bonus show. Egush. Be good, everybody. No, really. Be good. Be nice. Play nice. All right. See ya. I gotta hit the hay. All right. Have a good night, everybody.